Hey, it is Wednesday, the 20th of September. And holy cow, look at this rise. And it is definitely above my upper trend line. I'm going to have to move my trend line. In fact, I might just do it right now. So yesterday we had a solid 2% day. And then today it looks like we're almost 1.5%. I mean, nowhere else. I can't find it with the security that comes from this. So I'm going to go ahead and move this trend line. I might as well. It's creating a whole new thing. And ever since that big 8% day we had here, it's had a whole new trajectory. But let's see if we got this at the bottom tip. Yeah, we got it right there. I think I'm going to move that to that spot. And then move the whole upper band to hit that spot. And if it's going on this new trajectory, it's going to definitely go above that. So I might want to just do something like that for another channel and hope it stays in. That would be so sweet. Yeah, look at that new channel. We'll see which one it follows. And I definitely don't want to get so many lines in here that I get all discombobulated. Anyway, boom. Look at that. Incredible. What a nice day that we're having again. Today I'm going to put BT's message on here, and it's like 40 minutes long. It's huge, but it's just exciting to hear his passion about it and trying to get us pumped up about it. Looks like we did get another herd member, so welcome to the herd. We love new herd people. Each one teach one, right? EOTO. So today I'm still getting those reflections, so my balance is still going up as far as that was like 3 something, so now it's 400 million. So 292 billion, 425 million. And with reflection keeps coming in, we'll just keep earning some more. I'm going to actually go into unlimited, and I'm going to buy another NFT while the getting's good with 2 BNB. Right now I got 18 BUSD in futures. So let's go ahead and unlock and mint another NFT. Then I'll have 5. I think that's a good number for a minute. It's gonna say 2 BNB. I'm gonna do 1. I'm gonna mint. I'm gonna go over here and confirm. Minting. Transaction complete. I got 1 in my wallet now, 4 staked. So now I'm going to go to your collection. And I got 1 in my wallet. I'm going to go to my wallet. Ooh, I got a dark brown one. That was close to getting a black one. Closest I've had. And then I'm going to stake it. Boom. So now I got a chocolate brown one that looks like elephant dung. Staking. Transaction complete. Now I got 5. Excellent. And I might as well consolidate that. So I'm going to claim 67 cents just to clean it all up after I got 5 there. We'll start fresh claiming 22 million more should be, and there it is, added to my elephant. Okay, so that was a quick example of NFT purchase and claiming, or staking and claiming. And we will end this with a big long voicemail from BT. BT, take it away. Thanks, guys. Talk to you tomorrow. And I'm going to do something tomorrow with Nadine sent me a message there that said, hey, can you do this as an example, how I can take out $20,000 a month. So I'm going to do that tomorrow for them. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys, I just wanted to share my thoughts on one particular thing that you might notice. Chart's very exciting, and I think that that's something that's unique to Elephant Money. Uh, but overall, if you're not getting out there and trying to grow the herd, it can be pretty boring. Smart money can be pretty boring if you don't engage. And so I encourage you all to start with, after you bought your elephant and after you've like been in a week and seen like a over 10% gain, and you're gonna see the gains kind of increase as we go up the parabola, bar things like, you know, uh, as we get past all-time highs, there may be some people in like say the top 100 that shave off profit and stuff like that. I don't think we'll even feel it because that's all volume. Buy and sell volume is all volume, and that people are like, "Ooh, what's going on?" And you know, when you dig a little deeper, people are gonna just jump in naturally. We're adding on holders now, and when we go super parabolic, it we we tripled our holders during the first parabolic rise. So I'm really looking forward to that. Trust that I am doing some major um, base and this drains me sometimes, but like when I got to put on the executive hat and get out there and just like talk to other leaders in different communities and really get them on board. A lot of them don't have the sense of urgency. They're not really familiar with crypto. They don't understand the opportunity. They don't understand that like days matter, weeks matter, and we got to go through the whole onboarding process. But behind those people and those people themselves, is a wall of money that needs to become a part of the herd. And what do I mean by that? If you haven't figured it out already, minnows, sharks, lobsters, crabs, like shrimp, whatever, whales, we all swim together here in these waters, right? So we're all elephants here, right? So with our feet firmly on the ground. So it's all about just each one teach one, regardless of what you can put in. I think one special thing is though that like with the NFTs, for example, like NFTs make great stocking stuffers. Let me say that one more time. NFTs make great stocking stuffers. Now, I know for a lot of you who are hearing my voice right now, you do that. Like you go shopping early, like, forget the sales and whatever, you know, under the radar, you're picking up the things. You're already researching what's hot for the holidays and you're going to take care of your friends and family. Um, figure out how to just like be able to just zip that NFT that you got before round three, right? Zip that be able to, get those wallets lined up. You figure out your strategy and like how you're going to, do you give them a device? Like, so here's the thing. Like, if you order like the tandem, I think, or tandem, uh, those cold wallets, they're like little cards. Tandem, I think, is the name. Um, that could be the gift. You could get them a tandem wallet, um, and now you would have to open the box, right? But like, you could get like a 3-pack for your family, or like a 3-pack for each. You could buy like that, like, if you really like that, if you really like, if it's like for your partner or whatever, you get them like a 3-pack, right? If it's just for like a kid or something, maybe you get them just the one card. I think the way it's designed, though, is you get a 3-pack. They all have the same seed phrase on them, and the idea is that you can put those cards in different places. Like, you put one like in a safe deposit box somewhere. You can put one in a safe at home, and you could have like one just for that you keep on your person or something, or you keep really close to you protect it like you protect your phone. But anyway, you buy these things. You I don't know if they expose the public address right out of the box. You know what? Like, I'm gonna have to like. One of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm going to just commission. I'm just gonna commission a team to do the onboarding process and the hard cold wallets, everything, everything it takes to just get money into Elephant Money securely. I'm just gonna fund a study to do that. Now, I might do that with the core team. When I say core team, I mean the core volunteer team, like my riders, my OGs, um, the people that are in a secret bunker location, digital bunker location that y'all don't know about, that I've been talking to for like over 6 years. Like, I might get that core team to do it, and you all know who they are, and it should be obvious who they are. But like, yeah, we do some of this stuff on purpose, right? Like, we coordinate and get things done on purpose, right? Like, we've been taking care of the herd before it was the herd. But anyway, I might get Crypto Slow on it, because don't you guys think Crypto Slow should produce more content? I think Crypto Slow should be producing more core Elephant Money content. Uh, um, let's just say Slow is in it for the technology these days. He's so he's spoiled. So he's like, yeah, I'm in it for he's like in it for the technology, and he's all over the place with some of these things. And some of these things are actually cool. Like, for example, he's in Zen, and I have met the founder of Zen, Jack Levin, multiple times. As I've gone out there to these conferences to meet people and create opportunities that are, people are like, how is this chart just going up and up and up? Well, it's each one teach one, and it's also like each one teach many, with like content producers and YouTubers and things like that, and it's also like, hey, let me show you something at a conference, with people who are already in the space. So anyway, yeah, meeting Jack Lemmon was great. Zen has a lot of developer participation. I will say that. Me. I'm just trying to get it done for the little guy. So it just like, we need things that make money now, so not later. And that's the main reason why, I'm 100% focused on Elephant, and that's the mission. So, but yeah, I think we should have some more vids from Crypto Slow, and he does a really good job of like, being a very experienced in the space. He does a really good job of breaking things down, really good job of doing tutorials and things like that. Between Slow and SK, those are my main hitters for like getting those types of things out the door. Um, getting getting walkthroughs and things like that out the door. So we're gonna be start. We're meeting a lot of people in the education space, and outside of crypto too. People who their businesses creating courses and things like that for a living now. And I'm like, oh, courses? What? Those that can't do teach, right? Let's not be disrespectful, but there's a place for that. And as we scale up, I'm trying to, there's, I think there's, Arc Crypto, Matt Egan, you've seen his name pop up in the main chat. Um, there are people who've been doing this for quite a while, and shit, and I need to follow up with that because I think we were supposed to meet up, and yeah, I need to follow up. But anyway, there are people who've been doing this stuff for a while and getting people in, doing God's work and getting people into crypto and safely and with in good protocols and things like that. So we're gonna try to get things going there. To sort of optimize what's going on here, um, all in all to grow the herd. Like this is a lot of people have been burned by this or that. I was talking to somebody who's just helping, get more, speaking gigs for myself, just to get out there and help get the word out. And I sensed that she was apprehensive about some stuff, and it was, she lost money. She lost money. Like she got into one of these programs, and it was not real. Um, and I'm like, look at our data, look at the chart. This is all real. Like, but fear is irrational, right? Fear is irrational, and that's why you could be like you could have like 100 billion elephant, and you could be like, oh my god, I got like, what's 100 billion elephant now? What, like 44, wait, $44,000? Yeah, 100 billion elephant is like $44,000. You're like, oh my god, and God knows when you got it and it's cheap. So like, oh, you're so excited and stuff. But that person, if they've lost money, trying to make money with their money, trying to invest, they're very apprehensive. They're fearful. And you have to break through that. And you have to remember that sometimes you can't just be bang, bang, bang. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to on board, on ramp. I mean, you got to get Coinbase, Cash App, Bridge, Bitcoin to BNB. They don't make it easy, right? There's not just a buy elephant button. I would suggest two things. Hey, I want to get you in. I love you. You're my cousin. You're my brother. You're my sister. You're my mother, my grandfather, my niece, my ex-girlfriend, whatever it is. I want to get you in. I want to get you in. So how about this? Let me just show you how to set up a wallet, and then let me send you some elephant. Let me just send you some elephant so you can start tracking it. Let me send you some elephant, and so you can start tracking it. And if you want to meet up later, and let me show you the site, and I'll show you. I'll get your web wallet set up for you. It'll literally take our lunch break. Or let me take you out to lunch. And then just give it to them, set them up, and then once they're set up, and then once you verify that they know how to see it on their own phone, just ping them and say, hey, how's it going? Wow, oh wow, did you notice that we went up by X percentage, blah blah blah, and all this stuff, right? And then like, oh, and click the all time and click the 1 year, and they'll be able to do all that because you set them up. and you gave them some elephant so they can track it and see the gains, you know, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's literally God's work, right? And um, it's important. And for all you atheists out there, I'm sorry. And for everyone who doesn't call God God, I'm sorry. You know what I mean. But this is the humanitarian event of the century. So, and you're involved in it. You will be in history, participating in Elephant Money, the protocol. So you want to be on the right side of history, and that means that we have to grow. We have to have impact. We don't have impact if we're just this boutique club. Now, 30 something plus holders, that's a global organization. That's pretty amazing. But, we're living in an age where we have multinationals that have hundreds of millions, if not billions, of customers. We are the underdog. Even when we get to millions of participants, guess what? We will have changed the game. I mean, we'll change the game just by doubling. I suspect, based on just the math alone, we double our numbers. That has an impact, a tangible impact on volume. We'll be in the top 10, right? We bring on more heavy hitters in terms of our, growing our whale participants. Like right now, well, what do you consider a whale? Pretty much everyone with, 100 billion or more, right? We increase those ranks. We're easily going to be in the top 10. So, but we really just have to be in every community. We have to grow, and because the impact is real. Once you have people in communities that are part of the herd and are doing well in the protocol, with that each one teach one mindset, we can really start to change people's lives, end the cycle of poverty, raise everyone up at the same time. So it's really important that we get going on these endeavors. Okay. Now I'm trying to stay focused. I have conference to go to. I'm still following up from deals that I opened at InvestFest, and I'm trying to close these deals. Doing a lot of work with SK to bring in YouTubers, bring in Twitter Spaces, be able to get the word out to people in our core crypto / DeFi community / investing community that are standing right there for us to kind of sit down, chop it up, and get them on board. Low hanging fruit, right? So, let's not discount low hanging fruit. I'm still working with CMC and CoinGecko to get things done there. So it's all coming together, I think I'll end it there. I'm very potentially. I'm pessimistic. I shouldn't be pessimistic. I'm cautiously hopeful for what's going on in terms of improving our data that's being reported. It's pretty easy to report what we're doing. It's not complicated at all. Every single wallet is an active participant in the system. coins are circulating through every single wallet, including the graveyard, including the treasury, including the LPs, and then all of the holders. Not complicated. Our fully diluted market cap is our circulating supply. Or this it's straightforward. So, you know, and then we're popping up. For us to be popping up consistently on Dex tools and things like that, that's very hopeful. You know, again, once we just, double, triple, quadruple our participation and membership into the herd, we'll just be blasting off. Remember, we have utility, so people are engaging with us, people are using us, people are buying, selling Elephant all the time. They're depositing into futures, they're minting NFTs, they're doing all this other stuff, which is buying, selling Elephant all the time. So once we, consider that, just based on observation alone, consider that our actual transaction volume is 2 orders of magnitude less. It's like a single digit percentage of our total active users. That's going to be our transaction volume per day. So we get to 100,000 users. We have 1,000 transactions per day. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And with 1,000 transactions per day, we're in the running because we don't do small transactions. We do big transactions because we're the bank. So we get to 10 million. We get to a million. We're like basically perma on top of the world. A million holders gets us permanent placement at the top of the Dex screeners and Dex tools and of the world, the KuCoins of the world, things like that. And then that will mark our parabolic rise in what? Our parabolic rise in users and user adoption, because that's what we're really talking about. That really is the goal, and work hard to get those big influencers. I have the budget to rope those guys in, so and I'm working with the marketing team to sort of procure some of those guys. So, but you should at least put in the comments, hey, why aren't you coming to Elephant Money? We had just last week, 2-bit crypto. He's talking about Elephant Money. We did an AMA with him. I think he had around 20,000 followers or something like that. So yeah, we're definitely solidly entrenched in the 20,000, 30,000, range. We want to get up to the 100,000, 200,000 range for these influencers and stuff, especially crypto influencers and stuff. But we're working on it. I can see, especially as this bear market continues on, I can see that there are definitely some hungry influencers out there in the 500K range, 300K range. And oh, by the way, what protocol founder is going to give you this? Who's going to give you the inside scoop of how all this stuff works? Who's going to help you learn something? This is important because this is we're different. We're community, a community-led protocol. I'm trying to get this last bit of work done, and it's all business continuity planning type stuff and growing the herd, setting up a foundation. That's it. I got maybe 1 or 2 governance contracts in me. I don't think, people talking about lending and stuff. I don't know if that's in the cards for us. I just don't know. I don't think that's in the cards for us. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. I think that um, you know, shave off your elephant, sell a little bit of elephant, and convert it to BNB, and then borrow against it on Venus or something like that. In Bertha will get her cut. We have that base level immutable construct, which basically means if you have to exit elephant, Bertha is going to grow, and that's good enough for everything else we want to do. We already have the best yield in the world. What else do you want? We have better than New York real estate. What else do you want? BlackRock is going to be buying your bags when it comes to the NFTs at some point. When they see that, oh my God, like I don't have to like make houses all over the world expensive. I can just buy elephant NFTs. I'm trying to work with crypto custodians, to make that a reality, so that in mass, like a BlackRock can buy like a whole freaking round, right, or several rounds. Now it might. It's gonna be great. It's gonna send elephant to the moon. Existing holders that have a stake in, you're going to see significant yield. These are just things that are going to happen. So prepare for it. I'm trying to get like professional athletes into this thing. That's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. I'm going down to speak at the Black Blockchain Summit. I speak there every year. Now there's people who, when I go down there, they're going to want to speak to me. They're every single at least 250 people are going to get a free Web3 book, and they're going to get a flyer in it that directs them to Elephant, the first global decentralized community bank. So that's all going to happen. So yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on. But I guess a really core focus of mine right now is just to get some high net worth individuals in here, people who can get some of the influencers in here, to help propel us to the next level. We don't need 2 websites. That's ridiculous. That's a scarcity mindset. We're begging CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap to properly list our data, when we can get influencers that command millions of followers and we can just sponsor them. I can just do an interview with some of these people, write a book. There is no gatekeeping. That's a scarcity mindset. You see it. You see what we've done. People have to start thinking if they want to be on the right side of history. I personally think that elephant money could solve world hunger. Because the reality is, people don't necessarily grow their own food. People don't necessarily kill the animals that they eat. Sorry. People figure out how to get these tokens, these fiat tokens. And that's the easiest way for them to actually feed their bellies, for themselves and their family. So if that's the case, then we've created a system where everybody wins. A rising tide raises all boats. And we can get on with the more important things like stopping mass extinction, stopping a global declining birth rate in the Western world. We could get to the big problems. A warming planet. Like, if anybody experienced the summer that we experienced in North America, if anybody, and in Europe and pretty much everywhere, like, if everybody experienced, if you remember the last winter, it's hot. It is hot. The money's out there. The money's literally being printed by all these governments. The money's out there. It's literally being printed by all these governments. Why is anyone on the street? We have a vacancy. Like, what is it? Commercial vacancy is what? 40%? Like in San Francisco and stuff like that? Why is there homelessness when you got buildings that are just empty? Why is there homelessness when there are, let me say it one more time. Why is there homelessness when there are empty buildings that are already built that could be retrofitted for people to actually live in? You know what? When we become a multi-billion-dollar protocol, it's this kind of leadership that separates us from the clown cars. Bitcoin is rudderless. It's the first, it's the biggest. What's it really doing for anybody? Right? Number one. Ethereum. The culture is just wrong. I'm sorry. The culture is just wrong. Could be doing so much more with Ethereum, and they're not doing it. Where's all the humanitarian stuff? You got all these DeFi protocols and stuff like that. You got a shit ton of TVL, but like, how's that really impacting people? You got Cardano, heart's in the right place, executions. I love Charles. I'm gonna have to talk to Charles soon. You know, I met Charles in Vegas one time. He invited me to his private party. I hung out with Charles for 2 days. It was amazing. In his crew, like literally like. I love his executive assistant. She's awesome. I gotta reach out again. There's people that know him that are in Elephant. I'm so horrible sometimes. I'm just so heads down. That sometimes you gotta service these relationships and stuff. But I'm not. I'm just trying to raise my 2 kids and get this protocol built. And obviously I love you guys because I'm talking to you right now. 11:53. No, but anyway, let's see. Where's it going with this? Yeah, Solana, VC coin. I mean, we're different. We just are. And so, we have to take it on ourselves to just have an impact in, locally, have an impact with our friends, our family, our communities. That's why I encourage you all to DCA. You really don't understand how early you are, but I think you're starting to see it. You're starting to see, all time frames green and all percentages going up across all those time frames. Like, you're starting to see it. You're starting to see the wisdom in right now where we are. We're the pilgrims. We're the pilgrims, and this is new territory in the world, in human history. We have a shot. And yeah, God bless Satoshi, blockchain, all that. God bless Vitalik. But we're putting this stuff to work. Um, and I think as you start to get to know me, you understand how it's all coming together. I'm from Philly. Um, my family, my extended family, all working class. Um, their parents were poor but working class, and we've been we've been in professional areas, contributing to society and community. We have nurses, we have teachers, and we have people in the military, we have people in law enforcement. That's my family. Directly engaging with the community, right? So yeah, it's time to uh it's different. It's just a different background, you know um, in terms of my upgrade. I was in programs. My mom put me into things. She took me places. you know um, I lived in a neighborhood. I didn't live in some ghetto or whatever. I lived in the actual neighborhood. It was a working class neighborhood. It suffered through poor policy planning. It suffered, like in Philadelphia. You can see the ramifications of poor policy. Um, but in the time that I was growing up, it was good. It was good. It was hopeful. Um, yeah, I mean, I joke all the time. I was like, I used to be in so much stuff. I used to do so many things. I was like a Renaissance man. I could paint, sculptures, sing in chorus. Um, I didn't do so much the drama stuff. And I was a chess champion. And I used to run track. I used to run cross country. I played soccer. So I did all of those, mostly at JV level. But then, chess was something that I did until I kind of left school. Um, yeah. And of course, AP, all the AP courses and stuff, you know. Um, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, like, I had that sort of, especially sort of at the, because I was like, but I'm just gonna say it with the high achievers and stuff, but I was also at a magnet school, so those sort of bringing in the best from all around the city. It was a very diverse community, very diverse experience, and then I continued that experience going to MIT and stuff. So it was like, but I basically got a taste of the world very early. I got a taste of how other people thought really early. Um, a lot of my friends uh, were from Asian countries like China, Korea, Vietnamese, whatever, all that. Um, and then I had some people from like Eastern Europe and stuff like that, and Jewish, whatever. Like um, a lot of people in those early sort of formative years of my life. What I got a taste of was the thing that drove their parents to like come to America and achieve and to sort of break ground. and then have their kids like in the best school and with the best opportunities and stuff. And I was able to be there right alongside them. That was my experience. And so like I commend my mother and everything that she did to make sure that I got into that place. I didn't go to public school right out of the gate. My mom had the intuition, the foresight to get me into a Catholic school. I got into a Catholic school, had a Catholic upbringing, which is at the core of my belief system. I believe in people. I'm not practicing, but I believe in people. I believe in the good in people. But anyway, I just feel so blessed to have grown up with like really good people in my life. And this is really, I'm sure, this is connecting with you. And this is why, and for all those people who, you think back to younger years and you think about how much people invested in you. Now is the time to give back. And this is how. This is the tool. This is the hammer to knock down injustice and inequality. This is the hammer that we use to right the ship. We can focus on the big problems if we can make this work. We can make this work. Bitcoin is imperfect in so many ways. But yet, even the people at the very, very, very top are so desperate to make this work. The BlackRocks of the world are so desperate to make this work. So what makes you think that we can't work? Especially like, I would say, millennials and up, Gen X and up in our community, we owe it to the younger folks because they didn't get what we got. Let's just put it that way. They're not getting what we got. And the outcomes are showing that we got to do something. Okay? We got to get this done.